RB Leipzig are quite a new club. There's a lot of controversy surrounding them and their ownership. So here's a brief history of RB Leipzig. Red Bull had long been interested in German football. They actually searched for 3.5 years to find a club. They looked in Hamburg, in Dusseldorf and in Munich before eventually landing the perfect city here in Leipzig. Leipzig was a great choice. It made sense. 500,000 population in the city, but they'd been starved of top-flight Bundesliga football since 1994. In addition to that, they already had a purpose-built stadium for the FIFA World Cup empty and ready to be used. It's now named the Red Bull Arena and it's home to RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig are quite a new club, so they take a bit of stick for having no history, but the same cannot be said for the city itself. The DFB, the German Football Association, were founded here in 1900. Just 3 years later, the first ever German champions were VfB Leipzig from the city itself, of course, and they were also a host city for the FIFA World Cup in 2006. SSV Markranstadt were in the 5th year of German football when Red Bull took over, and their goal was simple. By 8 years, they wanted to make it all the way to the Bundesliga. A common misconception about the club is the fact that it's not actually called Red Bull Leipzig. The RB in the name stands for Rasenball Sport, which literally translates to lawn ball sport. And in their first season, in 2009-2010, they didn't even play their games in Leipzig. Their home matches were played at a town 13 kilometres away before they moved the season later to the Zentral Stadion, a purpose-built stadium for the FIFA World Cup in 2006. And that stadium is right behind me, now known as the Red Bull Arena. At the beginning of the 2009-10 season, RB Leipzig were in the 5th year of German football. Fast forward 7 years to the 2016-17 season, and they were in the Bundesliga for the very first time and 1 year ahead of schedule. Leipzig have come a long way. They're now a household name, a regular in the Champions League, and they boast the likes of Timo Werner and Christopher Nkunku in their ranks. But how will they fare against Celtic tonight?